There's a quote that's been going around for years that say that women only apply for jobs when they're 100% certain they're going to get it, whereas men apply when they have 50% certainty. So that's the theme of this episode. And if you cannot tell, if you're watching on video, you already know, but I'm in... This is Two Strangers Meet, where you get to be a part of the conversation. I'm your host, Jazzy Hermione, where we talk all things life, change, and challenges, where every story matters. Your voice, your experience, let's meet. My car recording this podcast today. It has been a crazy, crazy week and weekend that I just wanted to still get this episode out to you, because the whole theme of this episode and 70% certainty and just going for it and you never know what's going to happen is very reflective of this time and this week, because it has been very spontaneous, all the opportunities that come, and kind of inspired this episode. So I want to go back to that quote I started the episode with, that women only wait till they have 100% certainty. And yes, who knows if this quote or statistic is even correct. But the point of it is, it doesn't actually matter if it's correct or not. I just want to come and talk about this idea of certainty, that we don't need to wait till we have 100% certainty to do something. If you want to go do something, go do it when you have 70% certainty. I heard this concept of 70... Oh my gosh, this is so many certainties. I heard this quote and about 70% certainty probably at the start of the year, and it's kind of been my theme for the whole 2026 unintentionally, that if I want to do something, if I have an idea, if I have 70% certainty, I'm good. I will go do it. I'm no longer waiting to have 100%, because I don't think I'll ever have 100%. The world moves so fast and opportunities will pass you if you wait till you have 100%. If you wait till you're 100% certain of an idea that it's going to go well, that you want to do it, that people are going to want it, then it's probably already passed and someone else has already done it. So I want you to take that into 2026 of just having the 70% mindset, that if you have an idea, just go for it. It doesn't really matter. And I think one example for this is I wanted to shoot High Rocks Brisbane this weekend, which is where I am right now and why I'm recording in the car. But I had one client message me and just be like, hey, I just want iPhone footage. So I was like, okay, sweet, amazing. I wonder if other people want it. That little curious thought led me to making thousands of dollars this weekend. Literally scoring 16 clients this weekend. All from this one thought, I wonder if other people will want this. I put up one post on Facebook and had so many people want to work with me and want iPhone footage of their race. If I was too scared, if I waited till I had 100% certainty that people want this, that I'm capable of this, I would never have done it, and I wouldn't have made what I have this weekend. Plain and simple. If you want something, you just need to do it, because what do you got to lose, you know? If you go ask someone something, ask if you can help them out, ask if you can have a free thing, ask if you can have a refund, what's the worst they are going to say? No. And you're in the exact same position you started with. You're not going backwards. But there's a 50% chance they could say yes. So would you rather take the opportunity that they could say yes, or live with 100% certainty that they're going to say no? You never know unless you ask. It is always going to be a no unless you ask. And then at the same time, if they come back and they say no, negotiate, have a conversation, talk with them, because 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to make that no a yes. And I know how scary it can be sometimes, but what do you have to lose? That all they're going to say is no. So I think you've just got to come over. I've been working on this really hard, is they're just going to say no, and they're actually probably going to be very impressed that you went up to them and asked. The world is so network based these days. It doesn't matter your qualifications. It doesn't matter how good you are at something. If you can't network and you don't have connections, you're probably not going to get anywhere, sorry. But connections are one of the biggest drivers, especially in a creative industry or just in life in general. is connections are everything, but it's also so difficult to make these connections, and I'm still figuring it out. Like, I did an episode, you guys would have listened, or if you haven't, go listen to it, about making friendships in your 20s, and it's so difficult to make friendships, let alone like professional connections. But I think also at the same time, we put so much pressure on ourselves when having these conversations and being like, it has to lead to something. How about we just start getting open with having conversations with people and like remove the pressure a little bit? Like, instead of having this need to go out, have a conversation, get their contact, they will then do a job for you and you'll get money from it and you'll get a new client. How about we just go have conversations for the sake of having conversations? Like, don't have this end goal when having the conversation. For example, I was just sitting editing this week at Hierarchs, and this videographer was sitting next to me. We just struck up conversation and talked for like an hour or so. And it's like, great, now I have that connection. But I didn't go into that conversation being like, okay, am I going to be able to get a job from this? Am I going to be able to use him? Like, no. I went in there and just had a conversation, mainly because I was just bored sitting there. But like, I had a conversation just to be friendly, just to be nice. And it pays off. And then a couple people walked over wanting to charge their phones, and I offered them my charger. It's that simple. It's just striking up a conversation and not having pressure on yourself to be a certain person, to act a certain way, to have this persona about you. Just be yourself. Just be your kind, warm-hearted self. Say hello to them. See how they're doing. And that's that. You're probably never going to see them again. Or if you're lucky, it may lead to something. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the end goal is and what the end achievement is. You just go in there, be present, and just have the conversation. Because people will be able to tell when you're trying to get something out of them. Like, you, as much as you try to be genuine and like really care about them, if you go in there with the purpose of getting something from them, they are probably 9 times out of 10 going to be able to tell what you're after. And like realize that you're not actually there just to have a conversation, and probably not actually want to talk to you. So remember that next time someone talks to you and has a conversation, is release the pressure and just have a chat with them and be honest. I feel like a lot of times, especially in the professional sense, because I have so many jobs, so many side hustles and whatnot. Like, I have this podcast, for example. I have my social media. I have my videography. I have childcare. Like, especially yesterday, I had someone ask me, oh, do you do this full time? And like, I wanted to say yes. I wanted to look cool. I wanted to look bigger than what I was. I wanted to be like, yeah, I do this full time, blah, blah, blah. But also I was like, they can tell when I'm not being genuine. I'm a terrible liar. Like, and then I just trip myself out. I stress over my words, and then I'm not present in the conversation. So it's just like being honest. And like, this is what I am. You can like me or you can not, but this is who I am. And that's good enough. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. Yes, in some cases, if you're talking to a boss or someone more important than you, in quotation marks, yeah, maybe have your delivery a bit more professional than what you would talking to your best friend. But still, at the core, be you, because they're going to like you for you, and everyone can tell. Like, you can tell so badly when someone wants something. And it's also this concept of the fear of judgment and being scared what people think of you. It's one of the things that I always come back to is like, I know my worth. I'm good enough. And if you don't want to be my friend, if you don't want to get to me, know me, that's your loss. Like, we weren't meant to be. There's no well, there is always overthinking, but like, I try not to. It's always like, why am I overthinking this? If they want, like, why am I trying so hard to be liked by this person? If they don't like me, then I don't want to be their friend. I'm not going to change who I am for them, because there are hundreds of people out there that like you for you. You just haven't found them yet, and you're wasting your time talking to someone who does not like you. So why don't you go out there, meet people who actually like you for you, instead of wasting your time and energy trying to be someone else? Because it's exhausting. Absolutely exhausting trying to be someone else. I am good enough. You are good enough just the way you are. You never have to prove anything to anyone else. That's a little rant, guys. Oh my god, have you oh my god, can you tell I'm exhausted? Like, this weekend has been crazy. And, like, we had this whole, like, work-life balance thing, right? Everyone's like, work-life balance. I literally been doing 12-hour days. I left at 6 a.m. and got home at 9 p.m. on Thursday. Like, that's a long day. There ain't any work-life balance there. I've had GYG every single day, and I'm going to continue to have it every single day for the next 5 days. That sometimes you just got to prioritize and be like, okay, right now, what is the, like, goal? What do I need to prioritize? And, like, just let a few things slip. Have your non-negotiables. Like, I still hit the gym, but, like, yeah, my meals have been all over the place. I haven't looked at my steps once because I'm sure I'm getting them. Right now, it's like, just get through the days and be able to still survive and not kill yourself over these next days. So my priority is literally just focusing on what I need to do. And sometimes it's going to be crazy. The days are going to be hectic. I'm not getting a weekend this week. I'm literally working 2 weeks straight. And then I go away next weekend. But I know the next weekend I just can chill for 4 days straight on the beach in Byron Bay, loving my life. That sometimes you do have those seasons, those weeks, those months where it is 12-hour work days. And I'm not here to glamorize 12-hour work days and the hustle culture. Absolutely not. But sometimes it's okay to be in that season. And I feel like we talk about work-life balance all the time in the world and how it's so important. But at the same time, there's comes days where it just is not possible. And that's completely okay. That going back to this 70% certainty, that opportunities are going to come. And if you and ah about them and question them, and if you're able to do them, and I can't do it because of this, and then I won't have any work-life balance, but I really want to do it, sometimes you just got to say yes. Because unfortunately, that these opportunities are going to pass you. High Rocks is only here for 5 days. I've got 5 days to make as much money as I can, basically. But I also enjoy it at the same time. So if I wasn't enjoying it, I wouldn't do it. But I am enjoying it. So I'm going to rinse it out as much as possible. It's like Rach Wild on TBH Skincare talked about whenever she makes a post, she always tells her team, rinse it out as much as you can. And that's the same with anything that you enjoy. Is just do it as much as you can sometimes, especially in the world of business when opportunities do arise. You've just got to take it like in your hand and just run with it as fast as you can, because opportunities do pass, and sometimes it is a race and sometimes it is a speed game, while still also maintaining your life, because I don't want anyone to like take this and then go like 5 years of like this hustle culture, because it shouldn't be glamorized and it isn't glamorized and it's really fucking hard. But at the same time, if you're feeling guilty, this is your sign that it's okay for a couple of days, for a week, for a month, you know, as long as you know your limits, you know you're not pushing yourself, and you know it's not having detrimental effects on you. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know? And it can have this really bad stigma around it, but it's also okay, because we all go through those times and those seasons. And I feel like, especially for me, there's always so many seasons in my life. There's seasons where I'm working really, really hard. There's seasons where work's low and I'm just cruising. And there's seasons where I'm focusing on my fitness or travel. And that's completely okay, because your life ebbs and flows. And I think also it's really hard that sometimes I'm like, I want to make this amount of money for the entire year. But I'm like, okay, out of this whole year, there's going to be months, there's going to be quarters where money isn't the focus. And that's okay. Like, I'm about to take a 3-week trip to the US, you know? If you think I'm thinking about work one time, absolutely not. I'm switching off. So yeah, my money is going to be lower in that month. But it's like, there's seasons to life. And as long as you can embrace that, I think it's the best thing ever. Is realizing that times are going to ebb and flow, and just because you have one routine, one habit, one moral, one non-negotiable, that sometimes it's okay to change and like be reflective, and it's not constantly refining it. And instead of beating yourself up about not being able to achieve something, maybe like look at yourself and reassess if it's still possible, if it still works and it still aligns with you, and if not, change, reflect. If you've always gotten up at 5 a.m, you don't always have to get up at 5 a.m. If it's winter and sun's rising at 6:30, maybe don't get up at 5 a.m. and go for a walk. And that's completely okay, you know? I've got 2 more points I want to make. Firstly, it's just trusting yourself. You are so much more capable than what you think you are. You are so deserving just because you are you. Like, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You can do it. Absolutely, you can. And just trust yourself. Like, if you want to go out there and ask for something, have full confidence in yourself. Because that will help you 10 times. Just having that confidence. Because people can tell when you're confident or not. And if you're not confident, fake it. Because gaslight yourself. It's the best. Completely gaslight yourself. You know what my favorite thing is? Your body releases the same... Look, I don't know if this is 100% correct. I think it is. Your body produces the exact same hormones, reactions, nerves when you are nervous and when you're excited. Your brain is the only thing that tells you if it's nerves or if it's excitement. Every chemical reaction in your body is exactly the same. So you know what I do? When I'm nervous, I just gaslight myself. I'm like, I'm so excited for this. This is so exciting. Oh my God, I'm going to be amazing. This is so exciting. Gaslight yourself. It helps. The more you tell yourself something, the more you're actually going to start to believe it. And then my final note is we all have those goals where we are so motivated for the first week, for the first 2 weeks, for the first month. And then it drops off. And then we've got to rely on discipline. My biggest hack is to book things in when your motivation's high. So when it dips, you have no choice but to show up because you've already signed up. You've already signed up for that gym class. You've already signed up you've already locked in clients. They've already paid you deposits. You have no choice. So when the nerves start kicking in, which we all know is excitement, when you're self-doubting, when you're like, I can't do this, you don't really have a choice, babe, because you've already locked it in. You've got clients that have paid you. You've bought a ticket. You paid money for this. You've just got to do it. You've already told your friend. If you have a goal, go tell absolutely everyone, because trust me, you will do it. Look, that may be not great motivation, because at the same time, we shouldn't do something just because of how we want to be appeared and seen by our friends and colleagues. But at the same time, sometimes it works. And if it works, it works. Obviously, don't take it all the time, and your mindset should be about doing things for yourself, not other people. But still, sometimes if you need that little kicker, tell someone. Because I have the ability of not wanting to let people down. And if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I think that says more about me, though, in my concept of failure. But anyway, I'm going to leave you to that because I've got to go film a race. But thank you for joining me for my little car chat. Maybe next week we'll actually be back on the lounge, which is a lot more comfortable. And this was a bit of a rogue episode that I hope you took something away from it. I'm about to go also put up posters throughout Brisbane with the ability to record and be a part of the podcast. So once again, go to twostrangersmeet.com/record your message. And I want to hear all about you and your crazy stories. We'll see you in the episode next week. See ya!